Hey everybody, welcome back to Sport Bike Menace. We're back with another one. So before I did a review on my Pirelli Diabol Rosa 3s. These ones I finally changed them out, not because the Pirelli's Diabol Rosa 3s did bad. It's just that I wanted to always try these ones out because these are the top of the brand Supercorsas. Now I did paint these ones, so these are not like the way it would look like if you bought them brand new. I painted mine silver, white, and red. So anyways, I'm going to do a review and I'm going to compare my Diabol Rosa 3s and compare it to these Supercorsas. Now there's a big difference between both tires. For one, that the rear tires, mine's is supposed to be stock, is a 190/50 17. These are 190/55 17s. So they're going to be at a higher angle, so they're a taller tire. So because they're a taller tire, I have more lean to lean in when I do circuit racing. So that's why I got these tires. Now before I do circuit racing, I'm going to do drag racing. So I was trying to hold off on putting these tires on, but my rear ones gave out sooner than I was hoping for, so I had to switch them out. So anyways, so the Supercorsas, I have them in the front, I also have them in the rear. The difference between them both, again, is going to be how these are more for racing than actually riding in the road. On top of that, these probably have 2,500 miles or less, depending on how you ride. You're not going to get that much miles out of the rear tire. Now, on the other ones, you can get up to 4,000 and under, again, depending on how you ride. So, Pirelli Diabol Rosa 3s, you can get more miles out of them compared to the Supercorsas. But these are going to have more grip because these are racing tires. So these are closest to slicks that, there's slicks for racing track to do drag and circuit racing. You can use slicks. Those are not street legal. So these are the closest you're going to get to slicks wise, but still be legal on the road. Now, the positives and negatives about this, again, I already told you guys a lot of positives. That is for the track. So racing is a very soft compound. Negative, you don't get that much miles out of them. So it is a very negative, about 2,000 and under. This stuff is very expensive for the pair. I spent almost a little bit under $600, but that's still expensive. I think the rear was almost close to 4 and the back was almost close to 3. So, I mean, the front almost 3, 4 almost on the rear. So the price is expensive. The miles is bad. On top of that, these tires have to be used in the right conditions. What do I mean by that? That it has to be hot out. The tires have to be hot. The pavement has to be hot. The tires have to be hot. If it's not hot, the compound becomes a hard compound compared to a soft compound. And because these are meant to be soft, it's not going to have grip on them compared to when it becomes hard compound. So it's not going to grip. You're going to be stuck doing a burnout if you give it too much throttle. And these are not the best to be using in the rain and thinking that you're going to be riding like Supercorsas, like going super fast. Why? If you notice on tires, they have cutouts. Not only do they have this design, but they have cutouts, extras towards the end of the tires on both sides. And what that is to push the water out of the way of the center of the tire. It pushes water away so you have more grip in the center. These tires are not made for riding in the rain. Can you ride in the rain with them? Yes. I got stuck in the rain yesterday and I did not feel like the tires were giving out, slipping. Now again, it was a straight path home. Like I didn't have to go on the back roads and take lean corners. Once I lean, maybe it will make it feel weird. But going straight home, it was about a 15 to a 20-minute drive or ride. I didn't feel my life at risk. My brakes was worse than what the tire was, because your brakes doesn't stop sooner, which you don't want to stop too quick. Anyways, you don't want your brakes to lock up and make you crash. So you just got to give yourself distance enough from the other traffic and press the brakes sooner. But that has nothing to do with the tires. That's more of a braking issue, because water goes on the rotors, gets on the brake pads. It's not going to stop as quick because it's a slippery substance on the rotor itself, right? Obvious. So I have no issues so far with the tires. None. Like I said, there's the negatives is you got to make sure that if you're going to ride it, it's going to be in hot conditions. If you're going to ride it and it's going to be in the rain, be careful, because it's not really meant for the rain. If it's slippery, it's going to slip. So cold and raining is no good. And if you're going to be riding it long distance, you're going to wear that rear tire out really fast, because it's only 2,000 miles, 2,500 and under, depending on how hard you ride it. So you're going to be spending a lot of money on tires. So I was planning to drag race it, and you can use these tires for drag racing, because I was going straight, gave it full throttle, and the back end, again, it's not slipping. The front end just comes straight up, so that means it's gripping. So even though, yes, it has this angle here and it's not much grip from the pavement to the tire, but it's enough grip that is bringing the front wheel up. When you first get these tires, of course, it's going to have that slippery coating. Now you got to wear that coating off before you start thinking that, oh, I can go fast. So, and that coating wears off pretty quicker than the other tires, because again, these are more for racing. These are not more for like miles. You can kind of see that there's different colors. I'm gonna take it to the back roads so you guys can see me riding on the back roads, and I'm gonna explain how it feels, because the bike feels much different compared to the other tires that I had, which were the 190 50 17. Remember, these are 190 55 17. So I'm gonna explain a little bit what the bike is, how it's feeling and what it's doing. So when we get on the road, I'll hit the camera, and then we'll be riding. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So to explain to you guys how it feels going into corners, just think of it as, you know, a thick butter, right? You grab butter, and then you grab a hot knife to the butter, and it just cuts right through it. This bike, it just leans, like it just throws itself into the corner, which, you know, you become timid to it, because you're like, it just throws itself. Corsa tires, these Super Corsas, they're really meant for taking them to the track, circuit racing, because you could throw them so easy into the corner. It just feels so good, but scary, because it just throws itself. Like, you don't have to, like, on my Pirelli Rosa 3s, I had to put my body weight into the corner. This, I don't have to, it just flops right over. I had better cornering so you guys can see. It's not, we don't got like those mountain corners that are really tight and I can go fast on. I'm trying to give that person space so I can go faster. I'm gonna say, at least speak for right now, I love these tires. I love Pirelli. I had no issues with them. Oh dang it, he's going the same way I'm going. Stay with me, because there's some better corners. I'm gonna take a right. This will be better lean angles, so hopefully you guys are still with me. Give me a chance. Hopefully he doesn't turn right. I think he is. Let me see. Okay, no, he's turning left. Thank God. Oh man, but that truck. I hate when I want to make a video, all the cars come out. I'm gonna have to give him some time and some space. Just because these are very sticky tires and they're very racing tires, you still gotta watch your speed and when you enter the turn. You might hit gravel or a branch or the other car in front of you. You know, if you don't see him, you hit him. So I'm not gonna try to give people bad advice. I'm saying, like, if you take this to the track and you're doing circuit racing, these are very, very, very good tires. Like, I highly recommend them. To go riding around, no, they're too expensive just to go riding around. Yesterday, so I gotta be careful because it's still gonna be slippery and wet. But basically it just throws itself to whatever angle you want. It just throws, like, it's the best feeling in the world. It's scary, I'm telling you, because it just you're not used to it. I don't want to say it's scary, it's you're not used to it. Because I can just lean a little bit over and boom, it just hits the corner. Blue punch buggy. But yeah, I highly recommend them. Again, if you're going to do racing. If you're not going to do racing, don't bother. Now, to show you guys, you can use this to do drag racing because it doesn't do a burnout. It grips. It just, I'm gonna see if I have time. I don't want you guys to think it's the bumps that made me lift up. That wasn't full throttle, but you guys still get the hint that it does not slip. I have a quick throttle and it still did not slip. Let's see if I can give it another one for you guys. Yeah, at that time it lifted up because I gave it more throttle. So anyways, guys, you guys get the idea. It's a grippy tire. It's good for circuit racing. It's just not meant to go riding around cruising with your friends. That's not the type of tire this is. It is a terrible tire for miles, and it's expensive, but you get what you paid for, and it is the best. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't have to go with Pirellis to get these type of tires where it leans over. If you want those tires to go circuit racing, get yourself a 190/55/17, and it's going to give you that lean angle. And that's for the rear. The front ones are going to stay the same. Guys, ride safe, stay safe. Remember, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put a like, put a comment, and everybody, I'll catch you guys on the next video.